Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of Star Wars Minifigure Mayhem. If you haven't seen part 1, I did provide the link up at the top. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I appreciate all of your support. As you can see, I took out all the minifigures that were in the big Ziploc bag and was able to sort them out by name, allegiance, series, etc. But I still have lots and lots of work to do. Now, I didn't bother taking out any fig that I previously identified and priced, such as my troopers. I still have over 70 battle droids in that bag, but no point in putting them in small separate bags because of their low value, and I often sell them in big lots anyways. I did spend a lot of time sorting out all my Mandalorians. Happy to report most are complete. What also took some time is figuring out all of my Rebel pilots. Often it comes down to just the helmet, so it was a real eye-opener and more time-consuming process than I thought. I also separated all my troopers by themes, such as Kashyyyk, Scarif, and so on and so forth. I got all of my snow troopers organized as well. This was a little easier because there are only a few different ones. The earlier figs pretty much just have the black heads. And now it's just a matter of separating the clone troopers from the regular troopers. And what's really cool about sorting minifigures is you're always going to discover expensive and rare characters. I was able to find 2 of this Captain Rex. I was also able to find 2 of the yellow clone commanders, so that was a bonus. I also stumbled upon quite a few rare Darth Vaders, Palpatines, also a Kylo Ren. So these darker figures I need to jump in and get to work and organize them a little bit better. But happy I separated them from all the rest, and now this alone will be a fun project on its own. I think some people don't realize how time-consuming it can be to organize minifigures, but this is going to be an ongoing project, so I'm starting to feel a little less pressure, I guess, to get them better organized. I would say this is about 70% of my Star Wars figs, and eventually they will be bagged individually. Now, one thing that I did learn, that the older figs that when I used to price them at the same time as I would identify them, it's amazing how much the price has changed in just over a year. So this Captain Rex, as of today, only one used one available in Canada, and it's at $47. So I would lose money, obviously, if I went by the latest tag price. And this other Rex is also, the one back here, is also worth a little more. It's just amazing how much the value has gone up. Now, I could spend another 2-3 weeks just working on this lot, but I need this table for my castle mock project. My plan is to start later this week, so I need to move all these. I may have to rebag them first in bigger Ziplocs, but this time they'll be all in specific groups, so I'm happy with how the sorting turned out. I would say this is roughly 10 different Star Wars lots now combined into themes. So, I don't know, it's just a great feeling to see them all out in the open and all organized. Another thing I wanted to share with you is, someone recently told me that when you do bag your minifigures, to not leave them fully assembled. Now, I'm curious if you can write in the comments below, how do you store your minifigures? I was told that the torsos can crack if you leave them assembled together, with all the contact there can be in the Ziploc or when you ship them. So I'm very curious as to what your take is. How do you store your minifigures? The plan is, as I mentioned in the previous video, I believe, that any triples that I have are going to be available for sale. And maybe it's the rise in the popularity of the new Mandalorian Disney series, but I think I'm going to keep most of them. I might build a nice display case and keep one of each, a Boba Fett, Jango Fett. So I guess that will be the long-term plan when it comes to my minifigures. So I'm going to end the video by giving you an aerial view. I still have lots of work to do, but just wanted to share with you before I put them all away again. But at least this time they will be way more organized and also much easier to find and locate if I need to find a specific fig. So thanks again for tuning in to another Bricks Toys video. Again, subscribe if you haven't done so, and stay tuned for part 3 that will be created once I have all these minifigures individually bagged and finally fully organized.